Good morning. And here we go. We're going to talk about the 5-star rating app today. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. What do I want? So if you know across the top, we want to know who is rating. So what I'm going to do is take a text box, and that is who is rating the app. All right. The second thing I want is a list picker so that we can have a list of contractors or a list of things we're going to rate. You select one and then you rate it. Does that make sense? Okay, so, and then, if you guys want to have some fun, you can go ahead and take an image in here, put in a nice fun little logo. And then just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and put in a label. And you could say something like, tell us what you think of our contractors. Okay? That's cool. So that's nice. All right, so now we need some buttons in here, so we're going to have to go into a layout. Let's go into a horizontal arrangement. Let's go with fill parent on that. And this guy is going to be called HA Star Ratings. And there we go. And inside of here, we're going to go background colors, none. And inside of here, we're going to put in 4 buttons, or 5 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now let's go get a star and put a star in there. So this guy's going to be BTN star 1. Okay, this guy's going to be BTN star 2. This guy is going to be BTN star 3. This guy is going to be BTN star 4. And this guy is going to be BTN star 5. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, Android Studio right now has a 5-star rating. It would be one of these over here, and you just drag it over and it automatically comes with 5 stars. And whichever star you click on, it rates it. So, but unfortunately we don't have that, so what do we have to do? We have to make our own stars. All right. With fill parent. Okay, so let's go in here and start putting in some stars. Image, upload, choose a file. Let's go into some icons. And there it is. And that's really big. So we'll go down here and just set its size to about 45 by 45 pixels. Oh, and I have a parentheses in it, so it's not going to show up. So I'm going to have to go do a little bit of GIMP work. And that's okay. I wanted to take off the contractor rating anyway. Oh, there it is. There's a star right there. So you guys can go make a star in GIMP. Let's go to this guy right here. By the way, this is how you delete these guys. You just go over here and hit delete. Go to image, upload, choose file. Go into documents. There's a star. And there you go. All right, so let's go into star 2, 45 by 45. Do this very quickly. This is not hard. Are you guys with me on this? Is this hard? Get rid of the text. Image is the star. It's going to be the exact same star. Put that in here. Button 3. Width 45 by 45. You guys could use percentages also if you wanted to. Width is 45 pixels. Don't want a text on there. Dot, dot, dot. Let's go down here to width 45 pixels, 45 pixels. And image is a star. And there you go. And here we go. Image 45 by 45. And here's your button. Get rid of the text, image, star, and there we go. How does that look? Does that look like a star rating app? You don't really need a submit button. Anybody know why? These are buttons. So when you press that star, we're going to register which one you worked on. You may want to put a notifier in there. You guys know what notifiers are? So let's go ahead and put a notifier in here, notifier 1. You guys may want to put in a tiny database in here. So let's go into wow, they're adding more and more to this. Fire database, DB, AdMob banner, Cloudinary DB, spreadsheets, push notifications. That's cool. All right. Yeah, let's go to storage. And we probably need a tiny DB. We need a fusion table and a tiny DB. And what I thought we would do is go ahead and see if we can do a web viewer. So I'm going to take this guy down here. This is going to be a web viewer so that I could see the fusion table and you know, see if we can get the fusion table to rank those guys in order. All right. So let's go into the list picker and let's say something like select contractor. And let's make that width fill parent. And there you go. And if you want to be fancy about it, you can put in images here like a button. Are you guys getting this? So you could go in here and put an image. I've done this before. This is kind of cool. Let me see if I have any in here. I don't know if I have any in here. So let's go to documents. Nope, I don't have that contractor in here. So you guys can put just select contractor there. And then these guys have hints, and you can say this is the owner name. Tell us what you think of our contractors, rate the contractors, and then it'll display here. Okay. You may want to put a label down in here also to display it, separate it and display it. So let's call this guy LBL display, or how about LBL results? Okay, and we'll call this rating results, and there you go. Okay, how's that look? How long did it take me to do that? All right. Yep. Do we want to put what? Comment box? Sure. So yeah, if you want to, you just put a text box in here. And you're going to have to put in comments. The only thing about the comment box is that you're going to have to do it first. And then press the button. You know what I mean? By the way, you can make these multi-line. You can make the box bigger if you want. So with fill parent. And let's go height. Let's push it down a little bit. Let's do like 30% of the page. There we go. That looks cool. I don't think we need 30%. How about 15 or 20? There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. Okay. You guys want to get a fun little logo up here, you guys could go put a picture in here. That guy's a little big. We could go, I usually do like 120 by 120 on logos. And there you go. So you guys see that? Pretty cool. That could be your logo right there. Okay. And now that we've outgrown the page, probably what you guys want to do is put in a layout. And let's put in a vertical scroll arrangement. All right, so with fill parent, background colors none. And you just start throwing these guys into the arrangement. Wait a second, I don't want the star. Don't do that. Let's go to screen 1, put a scrollable on it. I'm doing this all the time. Sometimes I got to go to screen 1. What star is this? That is star 2. Put star 2 there. Go and grab the arrangement. Put it in there. Results, put it in there. And the web viewer. So what that will do is that will automatically give you scrolling arrangements. Okay? You guys with me on that? Okay, so let's go populate the select contractors. I'm gonna go ahead and put in some quarterback names in here. Give me your favorite quarterback. Got to start with Tom Brady. Who's next? Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. Yep. Tony Romo. Carson Palmer. What? Who do we have right now? Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he's a good one. Aaron Rodgers. Who else? Who's the guy for Dallas right now who's really, really good? Who? Your young Dallas quarterback. What about Seattle Seahawks? Who's that? He's not there anymore? Russell Wilson? What? They don't have Russell Wilson anymore? All right, so we got Russell Wilson, and you guys can keep going and put as many names in there as you want. You guys with me on that? So you understand how to populate? All you do is just type a name and hit comma. All right. So let's say you guys were doing like a date and time picker. Could you have them select a date and time? Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's put a clock in here. Let's go to sensors and put a clock. Anyone know why you need a clock in here? So you know the date and time of when they registered, right? When they. So you look at this. When you look at your fusion table, you can say, hey, you know, on April 25th at 7:47 a.m., you rated Russell Wilson a 3. I'm just curious, you know, what happened? Why'd you give him a low rating? You know what I mean? You got data to go back on when you talk to your people. You can color this if you want. I like this. This is my new one. I like this blue-gray. You guys see that? I like that. I like that color. Light blue. There you go. So put a color in there. You guys got that. Tell us what you think. Da-da-da. Here we go. All right. So you guys good with this? How many people are okay with their GUI right now? All right. Let's go ahead and start putting in some code. All right. Okay. So let's go into blocks. And let's create some variables. So what variable do we need? We need the rating, right? And the rating is going to be a mathematical number, which means then, let's copy this. We need your total, and we need the average rating. Total ratings, score, average rating, and we need the number of ratings, okay? Do you guys understand like number of ratings or num ratings or rating count? What sounds better for you? Rating count? So rating count is 0. All right. So now we're just going to parse through this screen and just, you know, start figuring out stuff we want. So we want to know who's rating. All right. So that's a couple more variables that we need, don't we? So we need to know the owner, and the owner is going to be a name. So let's say this is owner name, and let's put in a text box here, and let's duplicate this. You need a contractor name. So which contractor is getting rated? Okay, you guys with me on that? And now what's going to happen? Somebody's going to hit *1. They're going to click it, and you're going to start to get the owner's name. Let's just go right down the list. So what does that mean? Are we out of here? No. All right. I thought that was a little quick. Okay, so let's just go right down the list. So, by the way, do you guys know this, that you can just go up here and say, okay, owner's name, set it? Do you guys know you can get it from right up here? You guys know that if you hover, you can get it over here? So that'll speed you up a little bit. So what do we want to set the owner's name to? Well, I like to go in here to text, and I like to uppercase it, okay? And I'm going to get it from the text box. And I didn't name that text box, so let's go back to my designer. I was a little lazy right here. Text box, let's rename that guy. TXB owner name. Okay, you might want to put, owner names in there as a hint. That's good. All right, so then you're going to go right back here to your, did I not hit save? I did. What's this guy? Oh, that's TXB comments. Do you guys see why you need to name things? You got to know what it's there for, what it's doing. What's this guy? Okay. That's just label 1. This is list picker 1. We can name this guy LSP list picker contractors. Okay. And I think we're good. This could be your IMG logo. Over here, this could be your, just tell us what you think. So we'll just call this guy LBL tell us. Okay? You guys see how I'm doing that? This guy is results. These guys are BTN star 4. Blocks. Okay. So, how does this work? So you want to go ahead and get the name from where? The text box. So you go get the text from the text box. All right. What else has to happen? You want to get the contractor name. And where are we going to get the contractor name from? I'm going to use case it, but we're not getting it from a text box. Where are we getting it from? We're getting it from the list pickers. So you go to list picker selection. And by the way here, you guys need to do some tests on these to see if they're empty. Are you guys with me on that? So all right, so we need to do a little control statement. So we could just do this right here and say if so right here, probably what I would do is I would say if TXB owner name so if the text, and I can do a little logic sign here. So if the text box is equal to nothing, then I can have my notifier come up and say something like a little error message, show alert, show warning. Okay, so it's not going to let me put that one there. So let me see what I can put in my notification there. Nothing, so that's not going to work. So let's do this a different way. So we'll just say something like if. And I'll come down here and say, that was weird. If the text box is blank, then I'll just have to do this manually here. If the text box is blank, then show a notifier. So let's go to notifications. Notifier 1, we could do a little alert or warning. Let's do an alert. And then right here you go get a text box. And you could say something like, please enter owner name. All right. Put a period in there. Okay, so that's done. Else, what should happen? So if it's not blank, that means they put something in there, and then you want to go ahead and get that from the text box. Bless you. So now we can do another else if here. And I can go copy this. And then down here, this is not going to be the selection, but this would be the LSB Contractors. Anyone know why we do this? So if the contractor selection equals blank, I'm going to go down and copy this, right? And right here, so this is the contractor. Yeah, so if it was blank, then show them that. Then you can put these here. And then here you'd want to say something like, please select contractor. Okay. Guys getting this so far? See what I'm doing? This is just a little error protection here so that, you know, you want to know who the owner is. You want to know who they're rating, right? So you have to secure it with this right here. And there's multiple ways of doing this. Okay. So now what we need to do is set the rating. So let's go ahead and set the rating. What's the rating going to equal if they hit *1? They're going to get a rating of 1 here. Okay. And then what's the, go ahead and set total ratings. Total ratings is going to equal, do the math, total ratings plus rating. So go ahead and get total ratings again. Total ratings plus rating. Okay. And your rating count is going to equal rating count plus 1. So let's just take this right here, and you're going to have rating count is equal to rating count plus 1. Go ahead and duplicate one of these. You're going to put a 1 in here, okay? And how do you find the average rating? Go ahead and set the average rating. The average rating is equal to what? What's the mathematical equation for your average? That's just some simple math, a division problem, and that's simply going to be your total ratings divided by. So go get your total ratings, and divide that by your count. And you want to display that. Where are we going to display that at? The results. And let's go to the text. Let's go get a text box. Let's do a join. And let's put some words in here. Your current rating is, and then down here you're going to put the average rating. Get the average rating. And if I was you, I would do some math in here. You might want to round. Okay, so here you go. Format as a decimal, number of places. So what I would probably do right here is go ahead and format this. So how many decimals do we want to see in our ratings? So I would probably just go to decimal places as 2. Okay, and I would probably just go 2 here. So I want 2 decimals. So your rating is 4.33. I think that's what Uber does, right? 4.75, 4.61, right? Let's go down to 2 decimal places. And how am I going to get star 2, 3, 4, and 5? Hello? How am I going to get star 2, 3, 4, and 5? Copying and paste, right? So all you're going to do is just copy this. Well, do we want to put it in a database? All right, so let's duplicate this. This is going to be star 2. The rating score is going to be 2. You're going to duplicate this. This is going to be star 3. And this is going to be a rating of 3. And here we go. This is not hard, is it? Duplicate this. Let's go down to 4. And this rating is a 4. Duplicate this. And this rating is a 5. And this rating right here is a 5. Okay? So let's just start testing this to see if it works before we start throwing everything into a database. Are you with me? Because tomorrow we can go up and set up the fusion tables and start, we'll go over that again, and then we can start storing everything on the fusion table, and then we can start viewing it in the web page. All right, but first, before we do this, let's go ahead and see if this works. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit test, and I can shut this down for a second. All right, we're back live here. So what I want to do is just kind of beef up this rating system a little bit. I want to know who's rating. So I'm going to go ahead and get a join in here. Okay, and we can do that tomorrow. So keep calm and code on, and we'll see you.